Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. So I finally saw Cuties, and I still don't know why I've seen it. Actually, that's not true. I do know why I've seen it, but I still can't believe that I actually followed through it. I was speaking to my friend, and we were just talking about movies, and the subject of Cuties came in, and we just basically tore the movie apart. Because we're saying how basically, like, the majority of the people say, I can't believe they sexualize kids in this movie. Blah, blah, blah. They tried to prove a point, but by proving a point, they actually done the things that they wanted to highlight that is bad, and we were just trashing the movie. But then he said something that's interesting to me. He said, "I'm just not gonna see the movie because it's a terrible movie. I'm not gonna see it." And so you haven't seen it? He's like, "No, I haven't seen it." But I was thinking to myself, well, I remember back, I forgot when, but I promised myself that I shouldn't judge a movie 100% without seeing it. With me, I saw the trailer and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. And that's still valid. I could say I'm just not gonna see the movie. I'll watch the trailer and the content within that movie, I fucking despise it. I'm not watching it. That is valid. But at the same time, I can't 100% say that this movie is trash because I haven't seen it. I could say it's bad because of what I've seen from the trailer, and that's perfectly valid. But I can't. But if someone says to me, "Did you like the movie? Have you seen like the whole movie, not just trailer? Have you seen the whole movie? Is it a good movie?" I can't really say it's shit because I really haven't seen it. It's the same. What was it? I'm trying to think of a movie that I decided, like Twilight, for example. I watched 1 and 2, fucking hated it. I thought it was fucking dumb. But with the other Twilights, I haven't seen it. I'm just like, look, I'm not liking the series, so why should I see it? But in that time, I decided, I was like, you know what? But I can't say it's a bad movie. If someone says to me, "Hey, this Twilight movie is shit," I can't say shit because I haven't seen it. I know for I'm gonna dislike it because I don't like the series because I find it full of shit. But I can't in good conscience say it's shit because I haven't seen it. It's the same with Cuties. As much as I really did not want to see this movie, it's one of those things where it's like, look, for me to have like this strong conviction of how I hate this movie, or like it, which I'm going to, but for me to have this 100% conviction in my head, look, my opinions on the movie stands. I have to see it. Now, this is not a review of the movie. I will admit there were some parts of the movie where I'm assuming you know which parts I'm talking about, that I had to like, that it cringed me out, where I was just shaking my head. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where I was just like, you know what, skip this. And I did skip some you know when you're on Netflix and you just like, you know, tap the fast forward and it moves forward. I tried to stop it at the end of the scene that I really did not want to see, because that scene was going on for way too long. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the dancing, you know, adult dancing style that 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds are doing. I'm like, you know what, this is going on for too long, so I fast forward it. And I try to stop at the end of the scene, but I just can't. So I am open to the possibility that I am missing some key plot points when I do that. So I didn't want to say that this is like a full-on review, because it's not. I just want to like get my feelings out, and one of the things I want to stress. Look, people could call me out on this. I 100%. I am willing to be called out by this, right? Because I just said there may be some plot points that I missed because I fast forwarded some bits. But there are people who defend this movie, right? And they said that this movie actively goes against this sexualization of kids. So basically, there were some people that defended this movie saying, look, people who hate this movie, they clearly haven't seen it. If you actually seen this movie actively says how bad sexualizing kids are. It negatively says how fucked up it is. Stuff like that. You heard it. You heard it. That this movie constantly says how bad it is. Honestly, I'm willing to be called out by this, saying, well, look, you clearly haven't watched the movie. I'll gladly admit this. But honestly, with what I've seen from the movie on Netflix, these people who say that this movie actually condemns it, what fucking movie were you watching? Honestly, because I was watching the movie, at no point did the movie say how bad sexualizing kids is. Not one. I mean, if you could count that one scene, that's one small scene where the mother obviously finds out about what her daughter was doing, and she's like, "Oh, you stole from me. Oh, you done this," and a slap, and then it just ends in like 3 minutes, and that's it. And after that, she continued to do what she was doing, and it was just, I'm like, but it's not even with that one scene. The film didn't actively go out its way to say, hey, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It doesn't. It was just this continuous story that's just being told about this girl who just wants to fit in with this group of girls and dance sexually. And it's a fucking... dude. Honestly, it's one of those things. I was just watching the movie. I was just like, I'm just waiting for... the movie to tell me, hey, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Nope. None. I honestly don't know what what these people who are defending this movie are talking about, where they say, this film actively condemns it. It really doesn't. The story of this movie, oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. Okay. The story of this movie is this little girl called Amy. She's with her mom. I'm assuming that their religion that they practice is Islam. I'm assuming that. And you could tell that Amy's not, vibing with it. And there is like a plot line that's going through the movie where it's like, not through the movie, but that brought up is that Amy's father is marrying another woman. So it's polygamy. And the wife found out. Clearly she doesn't like this, and she told her auntie, but her auntie's like, look, you're a woman, shut the fuck up, be happy for them. And Amy hid under the bed, and she was listening to her mom's phone call, where she's telling, I don't know who the fuck she was talking to, but she was crying. She's like, clearly she did not want this. Clearly she felt hurt by this. Clearly she felt, second grade. But she still has to put up a brave face and say, hey, I hope they have beautiful children, and she was crying through the phone because she really, really hates it. And honestly, that's like one of the best part. That's like the only best part in that movie. Honest to God. And it's just like, why can't the whole movie be about this? Why can't the whole movie be about the mom going through, trying to find her way, trying to see her way through this? Like, is he gonna leave the husband? Is she gonna leave her religion? If she tries to fight it, how do the other people in that community react to her? That religious community reacts to her. What does she go through? Stuff like that. That would have been vastly interesting. But no, we got a movie about sexual 9-year-olds doing twerks. Oh my god. That would have been really interesting to see, like, the good and the bad within a religion, where in this case Islam. I know some people say that's Islamophobic. That's how a child thinks. I'm sorry. It's every religion has a good side and a bad side to it. Just the whole idea to suggest that, to highlight the bad parts of a religion, Islamophobic, just because I don't hear that kind of talk from Christianity. I don't hear people defending Christianity. Like, hey, that's Christophobic or whatever. I mean, let's be honest, because people are saying Islamophobic because the majority of the people in Islam have brown skin, so they're like, no, we shouldn't judge a religion, even though religion is an idea. People are, breaking down an idea, not the people under it. It's fucking dumb. That would have been a way interesting movie to see her, like, navigating through all this. How is she gonna? That would have been amazing. But instead, we got this. So Amy, the characters, besides the mom, the characters, Amy, the main girl, and the girl she hangs out with, they're fucking terrible people. They're terrible characters. Honestly, it's just like, I'm just watching the movie, I'm like, you are a prick. You are a bitch. What? I should be rooting for you, really? Because they were like, she steals things. I'm pretty sure she steals things from her mom. She stole a phone from a guy. The guy asked her, because they moved in somewhere, I'm assuming. And I was like, hey, could you help me out with this? And she's like, all right. And she saw his phone and she just took it. And it was just like, what? Oh my god. And then she locked the little brother. Okay, let me go back to this. Let me just go back. So basically, after the mom talked to whoever was on the phone, right? Amy goes. I'm pretty sure that's the main girl's name. I don't care. She goes downstairs and then she sees one of the girls that she's gonna befriend in the over the course of this movie. Then you see her, wearing seductive clothes, dancing and all that, and she irons her hair. And is that a thing? Do girls do that? Do the girls iron their hair to straighten out? Is that a thing? And anyways, that scene, because when I saw that scene where she was just dancing seductive, I'm like, oh, here we go. This is where it begins. And the girls that she admire, Amy, because in the trailers, those girls that she hangs with, and that dress, wherever the fuck they're dressing, and they do twerks, whatever. The girls are fucking horrible. Like I said, all the characters are shit. They're fucking horrible people. It's like, why am I watching this? Because Amy admires them. She followed them, and they were doing their twerks or whatever the fuck they're doing. And they spotted her, and then one of the girls were like, oh, look, who the fuck's that? One of them grabs a rock and threw it at her head. It knocked her straight in her head. I swear it caused like a scar or a cut or something, like a huge cut. And then she left the scene. But then in the next scene, she still has that admiration for the group. I'm just like, they threw a stone at you. I'm pretty sure it was more than one. What are you doing? Why are you... This is insane. Oh my god, because any normal kid would have been like, you know what, fuck you. The outlook I had on you guys, the positive outlook I had on you guys, fuck that. You guys are dicks. But she's like, no, she still wants to dance like them. She sees them on their social media. Oh, by the way, they have social media. And they have many followers. These kids, they posted seductive photos of themselves, and they have like, oh my god, they have a social media account. I'm pretty sure there's over 600 friends. Like I said, the main girl is an arsehole. She invites one of her friends to her place, and her brother was annoying her, little brother. So she locked him in the bathroom. She took like a broom and then put it on the lock, and so he can't get out. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And there was a scene where the mother's talking to the husband, about the wedding. And the mother then gave the phone to Amy. He's like, hey, he's your father. Amy then takes the phone. And guess what? She clearly she doesn't want to speak to her father. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Because that father is a dick. But instead of like hanging up the phone, she takes the phone, goes out the window, and then drops it. I'm like, you just destroy the phone. What if I hit someone? You just destroy... And I was just like, what the fuck is this movie? What the fuck is this movie? It's and at the end, and there was this drama in the movie. So basically they're gonna do this dance off in some wherever the fuck the competition is. And they had this drama with one girl in school. They had a fight. They pulled out one girl pulled down the main character's trousers. You could clearly see her panties or whatever. And that somehow destroys... And one of the girls were upset with her, particularly with Amy, even though it's not her fault. But they hated her because, oh, You showed your panties. Now they can't take us seriously. We look like kids. I'm like, well, one, you are kids, and two, what the fuck are you talking about? It's fucking dumb, man. It's fucking dumb. And then, fuck it. And at the end, they went to that fucking dance-off thing. Amy starts to cry because she thinks about her mother. Runs home. And she says she loved her mom. And she doesn't want to go to the wedding. And her mom's like, look, you don't need to go to a wedding. But I have to go because I have to because it's my job as a wife. Blah, blah, blah. And it was a touching scene, I will admit. It was a touching scene. But all the scenes were good is with the mom. Everything else is fucking dumb. It's such a dumb movie. I don't even want to talk about it much because it's just so. I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? It's so dumb. And you know the dance scenes that you see in the trailer? It's bad. It's bad. The trailers were tamed. It was bad. There was scenes where one of the girls were twerking, like her butt was bouncing, and Amy, the main girl, was putting her hands firmly on her bum while she was twerking on the floor. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what is this? There's always one scene where Amy was laying on the floor. She was showing them this new dance movie. She was laying on the floor and she was moving her hips, bouncing her bum up and down on the floor. And the camera zooms into her face and then she sticks her finger in the edge of her mouth. You know how these porn stars, you know how they do, the great shot of porn stars where they put their finger in their mouth and stuff like that. She did that. I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, this movie! I was like, this isn't. So I saw the movie. I'm just like, look, the people who defend the movie saying that this movie actively condemns it, honestly, they don't know what to talk about. Look, I'm willing to be called out. If you want to call me out, look, the film actively says it's bad. Blah, blah, blah. But honestly, from what I saw from Netflix, I was just like, what the fuck is this? This film does not actively condemns it. It's fucking. It doesn't. It's just, it was cringe. It was just like, oh god, it was awkward. I'm just watching the movie. You know when you're watching a scene and it's awkward, but you could tell that the filmmaker behind it wants you to feel uncomfortable, saying, hey, look, this is bad. This movie, none. It was meant to be empowering or some shit. Yeah, this movie. France, what are you doing? Oh my god, a French film. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. And I've seen like celebrities defend this movie. I'm just like, so you call Trump a Nazi and yet you defend this? Really? Fuck off, man. This is insane. Fuck. I don't even want to talk anymore. This is why you guys can see in the video that I didn't even actually put the picture of the cast in this video. It's just a fucking orgy. Oh my god. Okay, what's the good thing that I like? The mom. I wish the whole movie is based on her. That would've been a better movie. The acting was good from everyone, I guess. Other than that, it's a shit movie. I am done. I'm done with this.